Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the second classification of colloid, okay, which is based on the nature of interactions between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium. See, depending upon the nature of interactions between the dispersed phase and dispersion mediums, colloids are classified into two types. First one is the lyophilic colloid, another is lyophobic. Okay, see, first one, lyophilic colloid. Now, what is lyophilic colloid? Lyophilic, then lyophilic name signifies liquid loving. Okay, lyophilic word signifies liquid loving. That means lyophilic colloid are the colloid which loves the dispersion medium, or you can say liquid. Okay, in the chemical sense, we have to say when dispersion phase has the great affinity towards the dispersion medium is called the lyophilic colloid. Obviously, then for the lyophilic colloid, the dispersed phase will love, or you can say has a great affinity towards the dispersion medium, that means liquid. Okay, now let us take an example of when starch is added to water, it will produce starch solutions. Here starch is a dispersed phase and water is a dispersion medium, and this one is a reversible because we know colloid solution is a reversible with respect to their dispersion phase and dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Okay, and this one is a colloid. Now see, when we add starch, that means dispersed phase in dispersion medium, that means water, we get starch solution, which is a colloid. But since it is reversible process, that's why when colloid is what? Colloid is it evaporated. Okay, when colloid is evaporated, that means by the use of heat, when colloid is evaporated, that means lyophilic colloid, we can get the dispersed phase and dispersion medium separately. That means if we evaporate these starch solutions, then we will get starch, that means dispersion phase again via the evaporation of water. Okay, next is the lyophobic colloid. See how. Now second one is the lyophobic colloid. Lyophobic means water hating. Lyophobic means water hating. That means when dispersed phase has no affinity towards the dispersion medium is known as the lyophobic colloid. Okay, what is the example? For example, such as gold. A means gold, salt, silver, salt. Okay, silver, salt. Next thing, understood now? Okay. Next point is the next point, you can say lyophilic colloid is stable. Okay, but lyophobic colloid is unstable. Okay, why it is unstable or stable? Because in lyophilic colloids, the dispersed phase loves the dispersion medium and mix throughout the solution. Okay, that's why it is stable. But in the lyophobic colloid, the dispersed phase does not properly mixed with the dispersion medium. That's why it is unstable. Next point of lipophobic and lyophilic colloid is the in lyophilic colloid the viscosity of what? Viscosity of colloid is higher than the colloid. That means in the lyophilic colloids, the colloid has the higher viscous nature than the dispersion medium. Okay. On the other hand, in case of lyophilic colloid, the viscosity of colloid is nearly similar to the dispersion medium. Okay. These 3 points, that means first one is the definition, next one is the suppose stability, and third one is the viscosity, which I discussed just now. These 3 points you can use in the differences between the lyophilic and lyophilic colloid. Okay. The main important thing is the in lyophilic colloid, that means solvent loving, or you can say liquid loving colloids, if the liquid is particularly water, okay, then it is known as hydrophilic colloid. Hydro means water, that means it's love the water, that's why it is hydrophilic colloid. Similarly, in lyophilic colloid, if the liquid is water, then it is known as hydrophobic colloid. Okay. For particularly water, it is named as hydrophilic and hydrophobic, but in general it is known as what? Lyophilic and lyophobic. Okay. Third classification of colloid, which is depend on the types of the particles of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. First type is the, and it is of 3 types. Okay. First type is the multi-molecular colloid, that means more than one, that means multi-molecular colloid. Okay. Second one is the macromolecular. Macro means bigger molecular. Okay. Next, associated means 2 or more than 2 molecule of colloids are joined together to form a associated colloids. Now see individually what are this. Okay, individually let us see. First of all, see the first one is the multi-molecular colloid. Multi means more than 2 or many molecules. Okay, when the dissolution of atoms or molecule, okay, but the atoms or molecules should be in the diameter less than 10 angstrom. Okay, 10 angstrom. Then aggregation takes place. Aggregation means join of two or more molecules together. Okay, aggregation means joining two or more molecule or atom together. Okay, they aggregate together to form a particle of color. Then the species or the solution is known as multi-molecular color. For example, suppose sulfur 8, sulfur is a multi-molecular color, and gold sol is a multi-molecular. Okay, simple thing, this one. Next one is the macromolecular color. Macro means bigger. Solution in which the size of the macromolecules are in the colloidal range. Remember this one. The size of the colloidal or the any solution should be in the colloidal range to be called the colloidal solutions. Okay. If the solution is in the colloidal range, then this solution is said to be as macromolecular colloid. Let us take an example. One of the very well-known example is the starch solution and the cellulose. These two are natural, but this one is polythene is man-made. Okay. The third one. Third one is the most important. Okay. Third one is the associated color. Now see, third type of classification in this category is the associated colors. Okay. Now associated colors is very important in our daily life also. Now see how. When, suppose let us take an example. Okay. When we add a very little amount of detergent in the water, that means we can say at a very low concentration. Okay. Then we get a clear solution of detergent. That means at very low concentrations, the dispersed phase is act as a strong electrolyte, which is dissociated completely into water. But when you take water into very, or you can say large amount of detergent, then it will form a colloid due to the associations of detergent molecule, or you can say ion, to form a associated colloid. Okay. Now at the concentration, that means the concentration of the detergent at the concentration in which the colloid form is known as what? Critical micelle concentration. Okay, isn't it? Concentration. Okay, and the temperature at which the micelle, that means this colloid is formed, is known as Kraft temperature. Micelle. Okay, now what is micelle? As we know, whenever a colloid forms, it must be aggregations of the molecule of individual species. Okay, and this aggregation to form a colloid is known as the micelle. Okay, that's why I'm saying that at which concentrations the colloid form is known as critical micelle concentration. At the temperature at which the colloid is forming is known as the Kraft temperature. Okay.